And go ahead, Linda, then David.
Hey, Miss Linda.
Hey there. Hi, hi, hi. Nice to see you on camera there, Sam, even for a little bit. That was great. Um, Question about Manna. You had
Okay.
suggested it to me to use for the up and down with the three brains,
Okay.
and I've started doing that. I was wondering, do I also use it for the advanced Moses technique?
Yeah, you could use it for that. I mean, it's an anointing oil. I mean, it's one of the best ones for bringing in light. You know, they all have their variations, but that one is, there's this one anointing oil, and there's like three or four different formulas, because it's been around for I think a couple thousand years. So there's these variations. And so I've made the variations that I'm aware of, and Manna is one of them. And so that particular variation, very strong about bringing in the light. Like a lot of times, if I close my eyes and inhale it, I can feel like this, like shaft of light coming down. And so, light being divine intelligence, the creative aspect, um, and it's a thing that stimulates like movement, any sort of movement or evolving out of situations. And so to go through and work it for the three brains, um, does something for that, but to utilize it for the the advanced Moses technique, I mean, it will do something different than like the sage or the hyssop. The sage and the hyssop are both very good cleansers, but they're also for like helping to like purify and detach from whatever is surfacing. Mana won't quite do that, but um, Mana will flush light through all the centers. And you could say that like the energy centers, for them to be healthy, all of them, but the basic, um, need to be kind of like sharing with each other. And it's a weird way to say it, but because it's light, it should just like, even if light hits the heart center or the throat center, it should emanate to all the other centers, with them all trying to get into the basic chakra, right? But part of what happens is our chakras don't quite function like that, and so little bits will leak out. But the idea of doing the Lord's Prayer meditation, for example, or a Kundalini meditation, where you're circling the energy on the outer part of the energy body,
Mhm.
or the Kundalini in some traditions where they move up and down the central channel. The idea is the same, is to distribute light through all of the energy centers, amongst some other things. But Mana would help in that process, like, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
It does. It does. And
Yeah,
what about
yeah, oh,
taking it?
massively. Yeah,
What about
massively.
taking it internally?
Um, Probably better just inhaled and
Okay.
like topical. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Topical,
know.
any
Like, I
particular
tried
place?
taking it internally for a little tiny bit, just a real small dosage. I think I got better out of topical and inhalation than I did out of internal. Yeah,
Okay. When you
like
say topical,
substantially. Yeah,
is there any
just
place
like
in
a few
particular?
few drops on your wrist.
On
Like,
the wrist.
yeah,
Okay.
you could do wrist or you could do heart.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Excellent.
How's that
And
treating you, by the way?
well, I just really started with it this week. So
Okay.
it's certainly different than the other oils.
Mm,
And I don't know yet. I'll get back to you on
okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And one more question.